Disclaimer. We are not health professionals in any way, shape, or form. So take whatever we say with a grain of salt. And this is just our advice. And
you can't sue us.
you can't sue us.
Fuckers. Wait.
What?
Welcome back to the Wait What podcast, episode 3.
Yep. And right now we're in a podcast room.
We finally got a podcast room.
Got our little mic and...
It's so weird. I can hear everything I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, really, it's weird.
It's really weird.
I don't know how podcasters do this.
It kind of hurts my ears.
Yeah, same. Okay.
So today we're talking about working out and mentality.
And mindfulness.
Mental health. There's
Okay.
people walking by.
It's really hot in here.
It is.
Okay.
Oh no, I see like the little... Okay. All right, so let's talk about our week. I have 3 tests this week. I have my chem lab final. I have a chem test, a bio test. I have my English essay due. And then on Sunday, I have my human event essay or project due.
It's insane.
Yeah, I have a lot going on this week. This week is probably the hardest for me, honestly. And then I go from my chem test and my bio test just straight to the final. Like, that is so annoying, but
Yeah.
we're almost done. We're so
close.
This is our last week of classes. It's so exciting.
This week is so easy for me.
That's nice.
I like my classes are pretty much done. We're just reviewing. I just have work and then this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 5 finals. Sunday, Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then I'm done.
That's so nice.
I'm
I know,
so
I'm done.
excited.
We're both done on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we move out on Friday.
Oh, gosh, yes. That's going to be so hard.
We have
I'm
so much
so
stuff.
nervous. It's so
Ugh.
nervous. We talked about that in the last podcast, how much stuff we
there's
have.
So much stuff. And it's both of our dads moving us out, too.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So let's start off with the importance of working out. Well, you didn't write anything down, so I don't know what
it's
you're
all
going
up
to
here.
say. Okay.
All right.
So first wanted to say that working out releases hormones.
Good hormones.
Yep, endorphins and dopamine. Endorphins help with the relief of pain, reduce of stress, improve sense of well-being, and dopamine plays a role in motivation and learning.
Okay. Wait, do I say mine now?
Yeah.
All right. I think working out is honestly, it's really good for discipline. You don't really get motivation in the gym until you see results, in my opinion.
I started to look away.
I know you're starting to zone out all the time. Guys, watch this whole episode. She's gonna start looking off in the distance at some wall.
I don't know why I do that. Okay.
Anyways, so I think that once you start working out, once you have the discipline to go every day or however long you decide, then you start seeing results, then you get motivation to keep going. You're not just given motivation to go. That's not how it works. You just have to be disciplined. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good for your all-around health, mental health.
Yeah,
whatever.
it makes you feel good. That's for sure. I'm going to go over my workout schedule because it's a lot less strenuous than yours probably is. I work out as many times as I want on the weekdays. I kind of just do my own thing. I usually start with cardio and abs, and then I do legs, and then I do back and bis, and then I do chest and tris. And then I just repeat that over and over again. But when I'm home, I'll add in yoga, bar, Pilates, because I really like doing classes. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
For me, I've been working out for it's like 7 years now, seriously. It's I don't even know how to describe it. I just go hard, I guess you could say. Hour and a half, 2-hour workouts, especially when I'm home. Here it's harder because I have to get up at like 5 to do my whole workout. But yeah, I do full body just like Maddie.
Yeah.
It depends on the season actually for me. Sometimes I start doing more cardio. Like when I was training for my endurance event, that was daily cardio. Right now I'm definitely arm and glute focused. Yeah. I'm so scared. Okay.
There's just so many people over here.
All right.
Yeah, no, I start working out at 6:45, in the morning because that ends up actually making my day, and then it allows me to fall asleep early at night. It's just so nice.
Working out, I'd say working out in the morning is, if you're trying to get started, work out in the morning, because the most successful people work out in the morning. You get it done, and if you have a morning routine, no one can fuck with it. You can't change it.
Yeah. I feel like it's so much harder for me to want to work out during the daytime and nighttime compared to the morning, because that's like a set time for you to be able to do something for yourself.
And your friend's not going to call you at 5 in the morning and be like, hey, let's go hang out, let's go out, let's go to dinner. No, like, you have a 5 to whatever time routine or whatever time you want, and then no one can mess with it. You do whatever you want. You have your disciplined things you do every day, and then you get on with your day. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, and I can definitely tell the difference when I work out in the morning compared to not. I feel better. Definitely. Like, I feel like I'm awake and I'm, like, excited for the day compared to not working out in the morning and I'm just tired and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't forget I have to go to the gym. I can't forget I have to go to the gym. Yeah.
Ooh, we should talk about mentality when you don't go to the gym.
Okay.
So, for me, I actually like going to the gym. I think it's really fun. I love working out. That's always been a huge thing with my parents, too. Like, my dad is an endurance athlete. He has been for as long as I can remember. And that's kind of been, like, built into my life. And I think it's a great thing. I think it's really good to, like, love working on yourself and all that. But the days that you can't make it to the gym, I think that you need to go easy on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be, it's okay to have some rest days. It's okay to, like, wake up and be like, I just can't do it today. And that's fine, because then you're serving your mental health and your physical health can take the back burner for a day.
Yeah.
But as long as it doesn't turn into a habit.
It's definitely
fine.
easy to beat yourself up for not working out. Especially because I go from, I'm going to skip one day to I end up skipping the entire week because I have so much homework and I'm, like, so stressed out. But what's so funny is that working out relieves my stress.
Right.
So I'm really not doing myself a favor by skipping the entire week. Like, missing one day shouldn't make you want to skip the entire week. Like, I'll just start again on Monday. I usually always do that to myself.
Oh yeah, me and Marina were talking about that yesterday, how if you don't do something on Monday, you won't do it for the whole week.
It's weird. It's a weird, like,
but like
concept.
I don't see it that way.
Oh, I totally do that.
I forget what day it is. I go by day by day.
I am someone who, I'm going to start this on Monday, and if I miss that Monday, I won't do it until that Monday again. I don't know why. It's like a pattern I have to follow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough, actually.
Yeah, I have to, like, force myself to do it on Monday. Yeah.
Like, making your bed, everything?
Everything.
Wow.
Like, if I plan on eating healthy that week, I have to start on a Monday. I won't start on a Wednesday.
Wow.
It, like, does not make sense to me to start on a Wednesday.
That's crazy. Yesterday literally felt like Friday to me. It was Monday.
No, not for me.
It's insane.
This week.
This is another disclaimer, part 2, because I take my vitamins and supplements very seriously, but don't take what I take and don't sue me for it. Okay?
I think you're going to have a lot to say in this, and I don't.
I have a lot to say about this, yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. I think, like, me taking vitamins is a new thing I'm doing. It wasn't really, like, I didn't do it a lot when I was a kid. I mean, like, you take your multivitamin, like, that was just how it was. So I'm not really, like, I don't want to say huge, but I haven't done a lot of research on it yet, but I really want to. I just saw, I think yesterday, that vitamin B does a lot of good things for your brain. So I was thinking about maybe starting vitamin B. I don't know yet. I take a probiotic, a multivitamin, magnesium, zinc, calcium, collagen, biotin, and fish oil. And then sometimes I take apple cider if my stomach hurts. And then I'll take vitamin C when I start feeling sick. So, I don't really see a difference. I don't know. So I end up taking my vitamins for a week. And then I'm like, all right, well, I'm not seeing any difference. So then I stop taking it the next week. And then I start doing it again. So maybe it's just not giving it enough time to work.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing with vitamins is definitely consistency, Maddie.
Yeah, it probably is, honestly.
It takes a while for you to see
Yeah.
any changes.
The one that I always see works like immediately is apple cider. Those apple cider wow, I'm like really struggling on talking right now. It's because like I'm hearing myself talk.
Yeah.
The apple cider pills. Funny story, when Jack and I went to Disneyland, I think it was last summer, I had like the stomach flu the day before, and we had to go on that like 7-hour car ride, and Disneyland was the day after, and my stomach hurt so bad. I couldn't eat anything, and he like gave me kombucha and apple cider pills to make my stomach feel so much better. And it was and Pepto-Bismol, and it was fantastic. It worked immediately. It was so nice, and then I had a great trip at Disneyland.
Love that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to say mine?
Yeah.
Then? Okay, so I have a little problem right now. I was diagnosed with lung parasites about 6 weeks ago, and they think I got it from Huntington when I went to Huntington. So yeah, I started a parasite cleanse, still on it. I'm gonna be on it till I go get muscle tested at my doctor. But other than that, I'm on chlorophyll. That is the best thing you can ever take.
Why?
Trust. It is so good for your digestive health. So good for your skin.
Do you take a pill or do you take the
It's a pill.
drops?
All of these are pills.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Interesting. I didn't know
chlorophyll, so good for you. I take 2 pills of apple cider vinegar every day. So good for digestive and skin again. I take vitamin E oil for skin, and that's also just really good for just life. And then I take lion's mane, the mushroom. That's really good for your mind. I can sit down and focus for 8 hours at a time. I'm so focused, it is insane. Since I started taking that, I literally feel like I can do anything. Like last night I went on a 5-hour deep dive into entrepreneurship and all this stuff, and I was there for 5 hours.
Wow.
Did not look away. It's insane.
Interesting.
Lion's mane.
I kind of look up lion's mane.
And then I also take, what's the last one? Oh, I used to take cranberry, but my doctor told me to stop taking that because my body will be adapted to it. So I'm not taking that anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I just have my parasite stuff. But yeah,
That's cool. I kind of want to take.
lion's mane is really, really good for your brain.
Wait, so what vitamin you're taking right now is like your favorite?
My favorite?
Dementia.
My favorite's always chlorophyll.
Why?
It is so okay. So it literally there's literally so many things. Skin was the biggest thing. That's why I started it, because my acne used to be super bad. Then it kind of cleared. It kind of didn't. Then it completely I just feel so much cleaner with it.
Really?
I just feel so clean. My hair feels cleaner. My skin, my entire body, I just feel so much better. And oh my gosh, first 3 days you take it, literally you poop green for 3 days straight. I was literally.
Oh my god.
And then every time you're off of it, so I would go out of town and forget my chlorophyll, and I'd be like, fuck. So I get back, I literally have 4 days of green poop again.
That's so
And it's
weird.
it's diarrhea. It's bad.
Oh my god, that is
But
so
now
bad.
my body's adapted to it, and it's I'm you know how it is. 20 minutes after we eat, I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think that's chlorophyll.
So it's good for digestive.
It's a huge thing for digestive. Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like a Metamucil but natural. You think?
What's that?
It's
What's
that? It's like a. I don't know. It helps with your stomach.
Yeah, it helps.
I don't
It
know how
helps
to
the
describe
stomach
it.
for sure. It just feels so much better, and it's natural. It's not one of those random things. I'm taking Irish sea moss now. I just got it in the mail.
Did you actually? Okay, you need to tell me how that is because I've heard so
I'll
much
let you
stuff
know.
about it.
I researched the shit out of it yesterday.
I don't know. I just because it was TikTok famous. I have a fear it's not really gonna work.
It was before, and then I was looking at it, and it was and I searched it on Google too, and all this stuff, and I read about it, and a lot of people were saying that the stuff that you buy, the actual sea moss, is fake. They market it fake advertising.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I gotta wait it out. So I waited like a year, and now I got pills, and they're highly rated. Read about them,
Why are you taking pills?
so I don't have to taste it.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Like compared to taking
It's
chlorophyll
so
as
much
drops?
easier. Yeah, chlorophyll. I used to have the powder chlorophyll.
Is it gross?
You have to mix it. It tastes like terrible.
Oh,
And
really?
then when
Okay.
you mix it, literally it's still like powder. So I take it with orange juice, and I
Okay.
take it, and then I just have powder in my mouth, and it's
Okay.
disgusting.
Yeah, because I've seen chlorophyll where it's like in the drops and it's green. You can put it in your water and stuff like that.
Well, no, if you poke a hole in the pill I have, it'll literally come out with like green liquid.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So.
And pills are probably just easier to take anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And I just have like you've seen my pill container. I just
yes, I want to get one of
It's
those.
so nice.
It's just it makes it easier knowing like, oh, I'm gonna take
right.
these vitamins that day and this one that day.
Right. And I take them every day. So it's like
Yeah.
and I have non-negotiables that I do every day, and that's one of them. I wake up same time every day. I take my vitamins.
Yeah.
And now that I have my parasite cleanse, I also take some at night. But once that's over,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be smooth sailing.
Yeah. I might do that. I feel like it's just easier to.
Oh, can I talk about muscle testing? What I did to find out I had parasites?
I mean, yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Okay, so this is not sponsored at all,
Sponsored.
but I did this thing called muscle
Wait,
testing.
hold on. You need to talk about. Okay, so she goes to a naturopathic doctor.
Right.
So this is like more I've never heard of this. Like I don't know much about naturopathic. But yeah,
It's not very widespread yet.
Yeah.
All right, so basically what I got done is muscle testing. And you guys are going to think this is some magic witchcraft type shit, but it's not, I promise. Your body is just good at speaking to people that know how to speak to it. So, here, I'll use you to demonstrate. So let's say I'll be the doctor, right? My doctor's name is Dr. Larry. Love that guy. He's my favorite. Okay, so basically what he does is he'll have you hold your arm out, and he says resist, like this. You have to push up on me. And what he does is he has these hundreds of little test tubes with little, so like for me, I had my lung parasites, I forget what they're called, but he had them in a vial, right? So he held them up to my liver, my kidneys, and my heart. Or no, liver, kidneys, lungs.
Yeah.
And while he did that, he said, he went like this, and he asked my body with his energy, does this harm you? And he can tell by whether your arm drops or stays up if you have like weakness to it. So how he got my parasite cleanse going is he started pairing all these other medicines with that. Oh, it's called a trematode. It's FaceTiming. He started pairing all these other medicines with the trematode, and he started holding it up, and then my arm got stronger and stronger, and then I was able to hold it up like this. I had no control over this. I was just trying to freaking hold my arm up, and he knew. It's insane. And he also told me, he said, you are 1 in 100. You only have one thing wrong with you, and once you're done, you're perfect. I was like, nothing's wrong. I'm good to go. My little sister went in there. She had like 5 different things wrong with her. She's on, oh my god, it was a mess. Same with my older sister. It's insane. But yeah, muscle testing.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
I've never been to a naturopathic doctor. I don't know if I completely agree with naturopathic. Completely, like I don't know.
What do you think about lymph node stuff, like lymphatic?
I mean, that's different. Like
That they do that too.
Like stuff that
Insane.
You can help your body with before taking a pill is good. Like if you're like, let's say mental health,
Right.
like going to a therapist I think is better than going straight to pills. This is controversial. We're getting a little controversial on this.
Well, the pills I take are natural.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean,
Like,
but
I'm
like
not taking like, okay, we might have to cut this out.
yeah, I think so too.
But I think that before your doctor puts you on antidepressants and all the things to like cure your sadness, you should try natural ways like going to the gym, or maybe I don't even know, changing your diet so that you can just feel better. Like
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many better options than putting chemicals in your body.
No, yeah, and that's not downplaying mental illness because
Not at all.
if
Because
that doesn't work, then clearly you have a bigger
Right.
problem where
You
you,
have a
actually
chemical
need
off-balance.
Yeah, so you actually need help by something outside of your body.
There's a fine line between
yeah.
you need it and you can go without it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Oh, I don't know. That's giving me a little.
It's controversial.
It is
as
a little
fuck.
controversial because
But
just people have different views on that stuff. But yeah, but
100%.
see, like you're more naturopathic.
Yeah.
And
That's because my mom.
yeah, I mean, I don't really know. Like,
Well, it makes sense. You're not. Your mom's a nurse. My mom's a.
yeah, she's
My
a
mom
pain
just-
management nurse. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think, again, I think if you are taking an antidepressant or anything like that, it can be very helpful. I just don't think
Right.
it should be your first resort.
Right.
So,
And it shouldn't be a lifelong thing. I think it should hopefully
not.
be a cure,
Yeah.
not a crutch.
So, I don't know. This is
Hey, I think we're
okay.
playing
I mean,
both
this
fields
is a,
right now.
This
I
is a
think-
podcast, and
Right.
we're allowed to have our own views. So I guess it doesn't
Right.
really matter.
Can't
So.
get too attacked. We're still alive. So. All right.
Okay, since we started talking about mental health, I think we're going to talk about our own little stories about this.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
excited.
I don't know. I am a very emotional person, and mental health is probably something that's a huge work in progress for me. I'm still just trying to figure it out. Like it's really one of those. You have to figure out what works for you, and of course, not everything is gonna work for everybody.
Right. It's a journey.
Yeah. I mean, like so far, I do a lot of meditating. I see, like, and I don't even know if this is like a good thing or not, but I do a lot of things that will distract me from getting all worked up. So like I'll watch Gilmore Girls and like eating a snack
Playing all the
and watching
time.
Gilmore Girls. Like that really makes me feel so much better. So I don't know. I do that. That's what I'm doing right now. But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know. It's difficult. I'm a crier. I feel better crying than I do holding it in until I get so worked up and something minor happens and then I'm having like an anxiety attack. You know, I can't control my emotions at all and now I'm a wreck. So I don't know, a lot of that. I think I'm gonna start journaling soon. I think I started to do that and then I stopped. I think I'm gonna go back to that. I think it's gonna be helpful. Yeah, I think you have a better take on this stuff.
I'd say my mental health is fucking amazing. Like, I hate to be that person that's like, I'm so amazing. No, I have worked my ass off to get my mind like this.
That's good.
I started in the gutter.
I think you should.
Like,
You should be
middle
happy about
school.
that.
Yeah, I was bullied in middle school, if you couldn't tell. And I feel like a lot of people are bullied in middle school.
I was bullied in middle school.
The girl who bullied me knows exactly who I am right now, and yeah, I'd say we're not friends, but anyways, so going from that really beat my self-confidence down to the ground. Like my self-esteem was low going into high school. Then I started working out seriously in 8th grade. I increased my vertical jump by literally a foot in like a few months. Then I made varsity as a freshman for volleyball, and that I skyrocketed from there. My self-confidence went through the roof, and I was like, I'm on top of the world. And then throughout high school, it declined again, and it wasn't until I quit volleyball where it really went up again, because after I hit the top freshman year, I just leveled up to my teammates, kind of like it just balanced out. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, throughout volleyball, I had the weakest mindset on the court. I made a mistake, I would start crying. Like, I would literally be crying on the court. I'm not kidding. And I would, like, there was this one in high school, there was this one game where it was game point, and I missed my serve. Gave the game away, right? I missed my serve. I was bawling my eyes out. We still had 3 more sets to play.
Oh, really?
And I was a starter. And I was like, and my coach is like, what are you doing? Like, we have 3 more to play. And I'm just like bawling my eyes out, and I can't do it. And that I had the weakest mind in high school. And then I quit volleyball after, that's a whole story. But I quit volleyball, and I kind of like broke a lot of toxic friendships. I think that's a huge thing, is
Really?
building your mental health. Break the toxic friendships. I ended up having I had one girl best friend throughout senior year. That was Kennedy. She's still my best friend to this day. And then I had guy friends that I could lean on. But that's a huge thing, is who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
And I think once I broke off toxic friendships, my mental health got so much better. And it's just been on the up since then. I meditate. That really helps with focus and with, like, calming your mind. I don't get angry anymore, really. Like, I used to get really angry at my family and, like, my sisters. I don't really get that angry anymore. Meditation definitely helps with that. Journaling, I journal every day. I journal every day. I write about my happiest moments in life. I write about things I want in the future. They're pretty much all positive. I don't really talk about negative things.
That's
in my
good.
journal.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, why focus on them? I don't know.
Do you manifest?
Yeah.
You do? So it's kind of like a
manifest
form of
lot.
manifesting, I
Right,
see.
yeah, 100%. That's why I want to write about the positive, because that's all I want, is positive things.
Yeah. I remember when I was, sorry, are you done?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I remember, like, when I was younger, I used to, like, look myself in the mirror and tell myself things so that I could convince myself and my mind.
Do you still do that?
No, I don't.
You should
See,
go
I
back
don't
to that.
see. That's probably what the issue is that I kind of just
No, it's
stopped.
so manifesting. You
I
guys can
just
say what you
stopped
want about it,
doing
but
everything
it's so
about
good
it.
for you.
Yeah.
It's like positive self-talk. That's bottom line.
So that's my biggest issue. Mine's more like internal. I have a hard time. Like, I'm so hard on myself. Like just mean. I don't know why. I'm so mean to myself mentally. Like, okay, like, I didn't tell you guys this, but this is what we talked about
Last
like,
night?
yeah. So the whole, like, it's stupid. It's stupid stuff. I don't know why, but
It's not stupid.
so
It's important.
you know how I'm talking about the words per minute, right?
Mhm.
I, like, told you, I think it was you first. I told you, oh my god, I cannot get 65 words per minute. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I couldn't either.
And then, but I make you do it because I want to see, well, can she do it?
Right.
Because if she can't do it, then, oh, thank God, I'm fine. Like,
I can't- I
like, it's
couldn't
gonna
do
be
it.
hard. You got close though.
Yeah.
But watching you do that and you got close, I was like, oh my god. And then watching Marina do it and get to
Marina
like
is the fastest timer on
like
this planet.
that, like, mentally, like, hurt me, like, knowing that
So
you guys.
you like self-sabotage kind of.
Yes, I do. And then I'm like, I am so dumb. Like, I can't even write 65 words per minute. I'm like, why? Like, you guys got to do computer classes, and I never even thought about doing classes like that because I thought it was stupid. Like, I start telling myself that, like, I'm not worthy enough of doing simple tasks like that.
Well, I think the first step to changing that is that you know it. Is that you're aware of it.
I guess, yeah.
Which is, I think
It
that's
is the
that's
first step.
It's the first step.
It
It's
is.
so good.
And I just, like, and, like, right, that's kind of where I'm stuck. Like, I don't know where to stop that habit of telling myself that I'm not good enough, that, like I'm dumb at, like bad or easy things.
Well, I think you're starting on the right path because
Yeah.
you're doing things for yourself and you're not expecting that from someone else. That's the worst, is when people think bad things about themselves and they expect their boyfriend or their friends or their parents to tell them things they want to hear to make them feel better.
So, and I
that's
think-
that's not at all what you're looking for.
You don't think so?
No,
I feel like I
think-
am seeking that, like, from you guys, and I think I seek validation from my parents all the time.
I don't see
Really?
it that much.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so, but I think you're definitely on the path to
Like,
improving that.
I need to be told, like, what I'm doing is okay, like, it's smart. Like, oh no, yeah, that is smart. Like, I need to be told that. Like, I feel like I need to know that the decision I'm making is not a bad decision. So, I don't know. That's something I need to work on.
I
Like,
wonder how you could change that. I mean,
it's like my decision making. I lack in confidence in my decision making.
I think journaling will actually really help.
I think so too.
Like, beginning of this year, I wrote this is so funny. I wrote a 2023 memoir. So I wrote it as if it was January 1st of 2024. And I said, these are all the things I did last year. And this is how I felt. These are the experiences I had, and this is how I felt. This is how I talked to myself. All these things. And I put it away. I haven't looked at it since.
Mm-hmm.
So I think journaling, even if you're not doing it in that time space, even if you're just speaking it into existence, like, I'm going to feel this way. I'm going to feel this way. Once you, like, convince yourself to
That's what
think a
it's
certain
convincing
way,
yourself.
Yeah.
That's what.
You got to fake it till you make it.
Exactly. Like, I'm convincing myself that I cannot, or, like, that I am the dumbest person here.
when you're
I'm telling
absolutely
myself
not,
that.
and you know that you're not. You know you're
It's just
not.
it's just so hard, and it's so much easier said than done.
Oh, so
So
much
much
easier said than done.
It is.
I can sit here and talk all about this, but it took me years
It's so
to
hard.
get to where I am.
It's so hard. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely something I'm working on right now. And I think I do need to make more steps into...
Well, even just
doing
10 minutes a day. Like, everyone has 10 extra minutes a day. You know?
And what ends up happening when thinking like that, then I struggle doing homework. I struggle with tests. I struggle... Like, what am I trying to say? Like, it messes me up. Like, my actions are messed up, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't perform good when I think that way. And I'm also like I don't want to say I'm a closed off person, but I'm definitely someone who keeps,
You're very private.
I'm very private.
Yeah.
I am. And I don't know.
It
It's,
took me months to get anything out of Maddie. Literally,
Yeah.
I would sit there and be like, so, how's your relationship? And she's like, good. Like,
I just am. I'm just
Tell
like a
me.
private person. And
no, that's actually so good for this
Yeah.
world, I think.
I don't think I'm someone who does a lot of comparing to in like the aspect of thinking that everyone is better
That's
than
my
me.
pet peeve. That is literally my pet peeve.
I
is
think it's
comparison.
like it's more just internal. Like I'm more just
Right.
like hating on myself. And I don't hate on people. I hate on me.
right.
Like I expect so much from myself, and like I feel like I'm not giving myself any credit ever. Like I never give myself any credit. I feel like I can do better always.
Well,
like-
I think it's a really good start though, because we
Yeah.
see a lot of people and they're projecting their comparisons of themselves onto other people, and that is the worst. That's when
Yeah.
you know you have a long way to go. But
Yeah.
I think you're on the path for sure.
Like for an example, I have all A's right now. But like not once am I like proud of myself that I have all A's.
You should be.
Like,
That's-
it's expected.
That's really fucking hard in college.
It's like just expected. Like
I-
I'm not happy. Like well, why don't I have high A's? Like I start thinking like that. Like I
never
could
good
do.
enough.
I know. I don't know why I just do that to myself.
I have no. Well, maybe it's like the grind mindset, but also it's
Exactly. There's a difference. There's a
like
difference.
there is a difference.
You need a healthy balance of knowing that you can always do better and strive for better. Then
Than accepting what you're doing right now
yeah,
and knowing you can still do better.
yeah, exactly, and never thinking, well, what like never giving yourself, you know, I'm like wording this
You're
wrong.
like not giving yourself credit for what you've
Yes.
done up to this point.
Exactly,
Even
that's
though
what it is.
You
Giving
know
yourself
You
credit.
know there's more you can do.
Exactly.
Right.
Like I need to find that healthy balance of being happy for myself, but then also knowing that it's okay to also expect more of yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Man, that was deep.
I like that.
And I don't spread
I like
it.
that stuff.
I don't ever talk about myself enough. This is going public, so that's fun.
Publicity.
Yeah. So yeah, mental health is it's really hard. It really is.
It's so hard to navigate, and it's different for every single person.
It definitely is. Yeah. So social media and how fun that has
Oh my god.
turned our life into.
It's a mess.
It's been a mess.
I think that's a huge driver for really bad mental health right now.
Yeah.
Is social media.
It definitely is.
You just scroll mindlessly for hours,
Yeah.
and you just look at things that are. It's a highlight reel of your life. It's not your actual life.
Yeah.
My Instagram is like raves and country thunder and going out on Thursday. It's not the 5 to 9 morning routine that I get up every day and lose sleep for.
Doing homework for hours.
Hours. I don't know. You only post the best parts.
Yes.
That's what people need to understand, is that it's like it's only the best. It's not the worst. So like
No.
when people, you can't compare your worst to someone else's best.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be comparing yourself in the first place, but that's where it starts, I think.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up on
Right.
on that.
I totally get it though.
Yeah, exactly. Or like even like Photoshop.
Oh my god.
Like that's a thing. Like
insane.
you cannot be comparing yourself to Kim K. That girl.
Or like I don't want to, or like Tana Mojo. She's like openly come out and said she photoshops
I mean,
everything.
good for her for saying
No,
that. Because
100%.
it is true. People compare
Yeah.
themselves on that.
Yeah, and like there's people that will never go out and say that, and then
Yeah.
kids are just left comparing to something that's not real.
I think it's the worst in middle school. Like I think
yeah,
um
and high. Yeah, middle school probably.
Yeah.
Because they're just learning.
Yes, early teenagers
Yeah.
that are going through puberty and like, you know, everything's changing and everything's all confusing. I think that's probably the worst to be on social media because you're seeing that and now you're like, well, I'm never going to look like that. And then again, that just spirals to having the worst body confidence for yourself.
I've actually seen some of my little sister's friends go through that.
That's
Thank
so
God
sad.
my little sister's like God sent and she is not like that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got really lucky. She's very strong minded.
Yeah. No,
it's
that's
sad.
It is
they're
really
so
sad.
young and it's like just enjoy your time
That's
and
what
don't
it
worry
is,
about other things right now.
No, and like that's something that you have to tell yourself. And if you're learning on how to deal with your mental health, it's not easy to convince yourself that what you're seeing is not real.
Right.
Yeah.
So. I think a huge driving to my mental health upbringing was when we were out of school for those 6 months, I spent so much time with my friends and we did whatever we wanted. We had absolutely total freedom. We could all drive, we could go wherever we wanted, like whatever. And we were barely on our phones the entire time. Like, yeah, I have pictures and videos, of course, because we did some really cool shit. But, like, we were so obsessed with, like, nature and being outside, driving our cars and, like, mattress surfing on the road and doing all the fun things that stupid kids do. And, like, I feel like not a lot of people do those things anymore.
It's different. Our society's so different now.
And, like, just being outside can make your mental health so much better.
Seriously.
Yeah.
No, it's so different now. And I don't like the fact that teenagers now are trying to look like they're 20.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you are going to regret that so much of trying to grow up so
while
fast.
You can.
It sucks. Like, when you really think about it, I mean, and we're still teenagers, but, like...
But blink of an eye, I'm 19. I was 16, like, a day ago.
It's crazy on how fast this stuff happens. And I've always been someone who, like, I want to grow up.
Yeah,
not
same.
physically, but, like, mentally. I can't wait to...
I'm like, I want to be in college.
Yes.
I want to be a senior high school. I want to be graduated.
Like, no, you don't.
And everyone keeps everyone's like, just slow down. My dad says that every time.
You want to
slow down, Sam, all the time.
You said something about only having 100 years to do whatever you want. I think you said that in the last podcast.
Me?
I thought about that.
What? You only have 100?
Saying 100 years sounds like it's nothing.
Yeah, we're already 20% through our life.
It's less than 100 years, because not everyone lives till they're 100.
Well, I'm going to live till I'm 100, but
like,
not a lot of people do, yeah.
Like, that is just, like, when you really put that in perspective, 100 years is, like, we're done with our first year of college already.
Yeah.
Already done.
I turned 20 in what, 7 months?
It's crazy.
That's 20% of my life. That's a fifth.
That's crazy.
Gone.
That's so crazy to think about. And just how fast everything happens.
Yeah. But that's why you gotta slow down. That's why taking the week and going, oh, it's Monday, I have a pattern every single day. No, take it day by day. And then you have 36,500 days instead of 5,200 weeks in your life.
Yeah. No, and I'm someone who thinks the future. I have to do everything for my future, but that ends up messing up my present. And then now, like, what's the whole point of the future if you can't ever even have fun in the present life?
Well, you got to take that, but you also got to take that with a grain of salt. Enjoy the present, plan for the future, and reflect on the past.
Yeah.
There's so much you have to keep track of all the time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just like Ferris Bueller said, gotta slow down and smell the roses sometimes. So he said something like that about roses, flowers.
Oh my god.
Man, I don't know.
Where did you get that from?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Oh my god.
Have you never seen that?
No, I have. That's funny. But, like, I can't quote that movie.
I have no idea what the actual quote is. So
oh my gosh.
don't bully me for that.
That's so funny.
I've watched that movie so many times.
Really?
Yeah. Ferris Bueller's like a happy kid, and then his best friend Cameron is just like mopey and sad, and it sucks. That's
so
rough.
Kind of more just like a pet peeve of mine.
What?
A growth fixed mindset, or having a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset.
What's the pet peeve? Fixed?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's very much a fixed.
Yeah, I can't stand people like that.
Yeah. So, okay. So, like, kind of like a definition of what I'm talking about. Having a growth mindset is willing to grow, right? And a fixed mindset is you're fine. Like I've already figured out everything else. I'm fine.
Oh, I have such okay.
Or
keep
it can
going.
also
I have
be-
such a good quote about this.
Yeah, it can also be a negative fixed mindset where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I will never be good enough. I will never blah, 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 blah. And that's easy to get into, but you should always go back to the growth mindset
Right.
where, well, I'm learning right now. I'm in college. I'm growing as a person. Like, you should always view life like that. You'll never, ever, ever, ever know everything in this entire world. Ever. We were just talking about this on the way
Oh
here.
my god, yeah, we had a really good talk on the way here.
We're never gonna know everything on how life works ever.
Never.
It's
It's a curve. It's an exponential curve up. And once you break the fixed limit that fixed mindset people are in, once you break that, you're just gonna keep growing.
and I think you'll feel better, honestly, knowing that you're not the only person who knows, or think that you're the only person who knows everything, or like you're fine with what you've learned so far. Like even adults and having a career, like you're still learning.
Right.
I think people like to learn, honestly.
I love learning.
Yeah.
I love learning new things.
Yeah. What were you gonna say? The quote?
What were we talking about before this?
I was talking about like a growth mindset.
Oh my god, what was it?
Well, I was just talking about how I like complaining will get you nowhere.
Oh, I hate people complaining.
I mean, yeah, like, and sometimes I get into moods like that where it's like, oh my
But like
god,
you just have
like,
to think when you're saying stuff out loud, that's your problems that are little problems. They're just gonna keep compounding into bigger problems because you're making them such a big
exactly,
deal. You know,
and it's doing nothing
does-
for you.
absolutely nothing. You don't solve problems by complaining.
Like I can say how much, oh my god, like this essay is so stupid. I just don't want to do it. I still have to do it.
right,
I still have to do it.
right.
Or like it's like working out. Oh my god, like working out is so stupid. It takes so long. I don't even see progress. It's doing.
Was that your stomach or my stomach? Was that your stomach?
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
I had breakfast with Trey. Oh,
you gotta cut
we
that
need to get
out.
Trey on the podcast soon.
You gotta cut that out.
Okay, flag it. Because I forgot a part last time.
What were we
I
just
forgot
talking
two
about?
things last time to cut out. I'm still trying to think of the fucking thing I said last. I was thinking of.
Wait, what should we talk about? I don't want my tummy. What was I just talking about?
I have no idea. You're talking about complaining.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, like I see this as a cycle. It goes from your attitude. So what it is that you're physically saying will affect your behavior. So if I'm saying something very negative, now I'm angry or sad. And then from that behavior cycle, it goes from changing your performance. So now you're going to perform bad because you are mad or sad and you don't want to put in 100% effort. And then that ends up affecting the action or situation, the result of what you wanted. It's a cycle. You're never going to get the result you want when you can't tell yourself mentally that you're going to do a good job, or I'm learning and I will be able to learn how to do this soon. Like, you're never going to get what you want if you can't think like that.
And that'll compound to your entire life too.
Yeah.
Your relationships, everything. What
Yeah.
you think about yourself will turn into everything in your life.
Yeah.
If you think that there's a limit on how much money you can make, you will hit that limit and never go past it. The growth mindset literally applies to everything. Your relationships, people in abusive relationships, although like it's terrible and it's sad, there's a part of them that accepts it and that thinks that that's what they deserve. And it's terrible because it's not. That's not what anyone deserves. And it spreads to like your family relationships. Yeah.
So, this is something I've struggled with. Well, actually, I don't want to say struggled with, but see, that kind of sounds bad, but like, I don't want to say new to, but like,
Oh, you can say that.
I guess I've recently had to deal with is rejection. I told you guys that I tried out for something and I ended up not making the team, which is fine, right? But
It's still sad.
yeah, what ends up what you put in so much work, and sometimes you just have to realize that you're not good enough. Oh, I don't want to say that.
No, it's not that it. No, It's that you are on a path and that thing doesn't serve you. So you're going to keep going on the path that you're on. And if it's not meant to be there, it's just not.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to accept that too.
Yeah. It's, well, being rejected is not fun. Like, our society in general is competitive. Like, we just live in a very competitive society.
Right.
And that's kind of something you have to realize.
Because that's just the human way.
That's just how
That's how we're built.
Yeah.
Survive.
Yeah. So I think rejection isn't something that you should fall apart on. It's more like a growth. You should
learn from it.
Yeah, you definitely learn from it because...
Well, fixed mindset people would take rejection and be like, oh, I can't do it ever again. And they'd go back in their hiding hole and never try it again.
Exactly. That goes back to the fixed mindset.
Right.
It just lets you know that, well, I just got rejected. Now I know what to do to be better next time. It should never be well, guess I'm never trying that again. That was stupid.
Yep.
I clearly can't do this. No, it's more like...
Connecting that, I feel like people have a very fixed mindset about school. Very, like...
Yeah.
And it's actually really sad because school is not just your head's in a book and you're learning about English. It's you're passionate about learning and you want to learn more about what you love. And I think going to college is kind of a good way to show the growth mindset. Because you want more and you're willing to do anything to learn. And I've heard a lot of my friends from high school and they're like, why are you going to college? And I'm like, well, like I want to go. I want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, while yes, it takes time out of your life and you have to move and you have to pay and all the things, if you're really like focused on growing and you really are like passionate about something, then go chase that. You shouldn't have to listen to everybody else with their fixed mindset saying, "Oh, it's too expensive," or "It takes time. You can't make money doing that." Like, chase what you want, and there's no limit. There really isn't.
Well, and let's say college isn't in your best interest, because what if
sometimes it's not.
Yeah, you just are not. I don't want to say good at school, but it's just you don't like it. You really just don't.
But you
like
can't
it's not
shut down over that.
No, you can't. But
you
let's
can't
say,
abandon education forever.
True. I mean, let's say you don't want to go to college, but
Right.
you have a plan that you're gonna do instead of going to college.
Which that's just as good.
That
But
is just as
You
good,
still
yeah.
gotta follow that plan and still grow.
Exactly.
Because as
that's
a
a
human
different
species,
path you're taking.
As a human species, we want to learn. At least I feel like I want to. You want
Yeah.
to learn. I feel like everyone wants to learn. You want to learn from your mistakes. You want to learn how to be better in the future. And when people are fixed mindset about that, it just shuts them down for life. And you can't. If you don't want to learn, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, we're here to experience things and learn from those experiences.
Yeah.
And even though learning is like a school-based term, I guess, it can be learning about anything. You can go work on cars and learn there. You can go design houses, work on that. Like,
There's still learning.
There's infinite amount of things to learn.
Yeah.
Can't say you've learned everything or that you hate learning, because that's just
doesn't make sense.
Just does not make sense.
I think
man.
when people say they hate learning, I think it's more like they're uncomfortable, because it's not easy.
I agree with that.
There's nothing easy about learning. It's something that you have probably never learned about.
It's brand new and you look really stupid when you don't know anything.
Exactly.
Like, let's
but
be honest.
You should like that feeling.
Right.
Like, wow, I'm like making myself better by learning something that I've never learned before.
I think that's a huge
Taking
thing
yourself out
is
there.
being comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I used to be so scared of change and being
It's hard,
uncomfortable. But I feel like moving out and like having to make friends by myself and being truly alone in college at the very beginning, you are so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But you get used to being uncomfortable.
I think
it's amazing.
Honestly, it's that's why I like college so much, because I feel like I have grown so much with that aspect.
And now I feel like I'm a better people person. I can talk to people.
Yeah.
I can hold conversations with random people. Like, I could not do that in high school at all. I was so uncomfortable with it.
Exactly. And probably for both the careers we're going into, you need that aspect.
Right. I feel like you need it for everything.
Yeah.
Because even, like, my mom has worked with engineers that are, like, they'll only sit in their little cubicle the size of this room. They won't talk to anybody. They'll email everybody and they won't say anything. And you don't get anywhere doing that.
Yep, I was
Can't
just gonna say
solve
that.
problems. You can't. The
You're
medical
limiting
field,
yourself.
Yeah, the medical field. You need to talk to your patients. You
Exactly.
need to be uncomfortable
or
doing
other
things.
doctors and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, because like especially in the medical field, like
Right.
you guys are a team. You have to be able to talk to your team and not think that you're the best one out here because you're some crazy surgeon. Like no,
Right.
you guys are a team together.
And you learn
have to
better
respect
that
each
way.
other. Yeah, exactly.
The humanity as a whole learns better when we're together.
Yeah,
But
I think that goes with never settling too.
right.
You should never settle.
Right. And
Ever.
that also ties into a positive self-talk and positive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you know what you deserve, what you're worth, you won't accept anything less than that.
Yep.
And I know I've struggled with that
Yeah.
very recently.
Yeah. That was a good little ending. I like
know,
that.
I like that.
Yeah. This is definitely a heavy topic and we're still learning. Again,
Oh my
growth
god,
mindset,
we're
we're still
literally
learning.
19 years old.
I know.
We're talking like we're some wise old
Just
grandmas.
like trying to give it, because it's something, we've gone through stuff that is challenging. I mean, and I just talked about how like mental health for me it's something I'm still very much learning about.
Right.
Um,
And I'm still learning social aspect of life. Like
yeah,
everyone has somewhere to grow.
exactly. So it's definitely it's not an easy topic, but it's definitely a topic that I feel like our generation's doing a good job at talking about
Right.
and advocating for and not closing that off to the public. So that's
Agree.
really cool. Yeah, I think our next episode is going to be about must-haves for the dorm.
Because this is our last week.
Yep, and we're moving out. So we're going to give like things that we found that were really helpful for the dorm and stuff you might not need. So yeah, and then
Oh, and then on TikTok, we're going to be posting a dorm tour.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a quad in Barrett. So it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and then we have a living room and like a mini kitchen. So if you guys want to go see that, go follow our TikTok. We're also posting clips from the podcast on there.
Yeah.
Funny bloopers and stuff.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, and stay tuned. I'm going to Subtronics this Saturday, so you guys can see all the videos. I'm so excited. Okay,
You realize she's doing this the week
before
before
the
finals.
Saturday before I have a final.
I could never
5
do something like
finals.
that.
Well, work hard, play hard, you know.
Yeah, true. All right. Thank
All
you
right.
for listening.
Thanks,
This
guys.
is a fun topic.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Ow.
My ears hurt.